Hello, hello, and welcome back to the stream. So, this is Code Weaver Plays Games. Looks like my audio levels are doing okay. And I'm going to play a little bit more Lost Ember. This is one that I've been playing a little bit over the last couple of weeks, especially in the last few days, because I just feel like I need this kind of game. It's artistic. It's got a lovely little bit of fairly simple walk around searching gameplay. And it's got a delightful story, and I want to find out how this ends. And maybe we'll get a chance to see that this time. So, without further ado, I'm going to crank up the audio. Hopefully Twitch won't cancel out my my audio stream, but I'm not going to speak too much in the first few seconds until we get it loaded into game just in case. So here we go. I really, really love this intro. It's absolutely beautiful.
Hello?
Okay. Friend of mine popping onto my stream. So quickly find out what's going on. Never quite as straightforward to get streaming as I thought it would. Always interruptions. But that's okay, because I don't do this as my permanent job or anything. I just do this because I like having fun with it. So let's go straight on into playing the game. Given that my friends are about, this may end up being a shorter stream than I had anticipated, but I'm still going to do this for a little bit, because I just need a little bit of that kind of sort of mental solace. Just not in a... Alright, now let's... Alright, so... okay, let me fiddle with a few things here. Okay, so I'm not going to get interrupted by that. I came down this rushing waterway into this area to get onto this little bit of story. Try to remember where we picked up. We have basically... we've learned that I am now Wolf. I was basically banished and or cursed out of the City of Light. And I went on a hunt to try to find out an exploration with a friend of mine, this little Nimbus, who should be following around me somewhere. Hang on.
Let's see where that tunnel goes.
All right, well, Nimbus is advanced on ahead and is trying to lead me onwards. So in any case, oh no, maybe they're behind the tree? Maybe. Anyway, found out that, I started out remembering or relearning my life that I was a sort of Robin Hood type character trying to keep some of my clansmen, clanswomen, village alive, robbing from the rich, giving to the poor, that sort of thing. And I did have friends in higher places. A soldier that I cared about tried to stop me, accidentally killed one of my family members in a burning down part of the village that I used to live to try to stop the thefts, I suppose. And in retribution, we rose up and overthrew the government because apparently the government was becoming oppressive and keeping the people down, etc., etc. And in overthrowing the government, we more or less burned down civilization as a whole, which isn't great. Yeah, so that's kind of where... That's a very simplified version of the story, please. It is a very well-told, lovely story. I am not doing it justice. Go and experience it yourself. But at the moment... so I gather that the person I'm palling around with might have been maybe a soldier. At the very least, doesn't like the fact that... did I get this one? I did not get this one. Little collectibles. Did not like the fact that I burnt down civilization, and I'm trying to sort of figure out how to earn forgiveness for the extremes I went to solve this problem. I'm not entirely, feeling unjustified in overthrowing the government if it was sort of as oppressive as the story made it seem, sort of, but because there seemed to be no other hope, but obviously that comes with consequences, and she has to live with the consequences, and the consequences in this case were extremely severe, so that kind of means that it was not worth it, because she didn't actually save anything. So like it was not maybe not the right answer here, and I'm not going to judge that part of it, because part of this story is about that. So let's find out how the story plays out about that. But we're trying to figure out how to make amends for the bad consequences of this choice. Our Ember friend has chosen to tentatively forgive us in order to help us continue trying to make amends. So, that's obviously causing him some pain to go through that forgiveness. And so let's replay some of these memories and get a feel for what's going on here. Oh, hi. I have my friend Majerick. He's currently in the chat. How you doing? I'm glad to see that you're in here.
You look devastated, as you should. This revolution cost us all too much.
As I was kind of saying, yes. What do they call that? A bit of a Faustian bargain? Or a monkey's paw wish, if you will. Yes, it's a very pretty game. Very lovely and artistic. It adds to the ambiance. I mean, it's never my primary factor for a game. I'm much more of a story hound, but I have to say that they have married the story to the visuals in this very, very well, and that just adds to the whole thing. So, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I'm in love with this game. It's just there's a serenity to it that I just can't shake. Very few other games have it. I got a similar feel out of Journey, done by Annapurna, and Outer Wilds, of course, which...
A fire. Didn't you realize the Emperor's guards must have been looking for you everywhere?
Fairly simple gameplay, but...
You should have known they would see you from miles away.
Interesting. Okay. Now, one last quick trip through the ruins here, just to see if there's anything that I missed sort of relevant to this area, because over there in that little valley I saw the cracked glass that indicates the barrier between this and the next section, so this will be my last time to be in here. But I came all the way down through here. If you recall, I took the long walk instead of the fun river rafting trip down into the valley here. But I had the fun experience of being a fish for entirely too long. Trying to work, I got myself trapped in the interface, not able to turn back into a wolf. So that was a little bit fun working that out. But I don't think there's anything else in here that I need to immediately explore this pass. I did a lot of that the last time I was coming through here. So, you know what? one more time, just because I wasn't focused when this was playing. I was babbling, so.
A fire. Didn't you realize the Emperor's guards must have been looking for you everywhere?
Okay, not much to that memory exactly, except...
You should have known they would see you from miles away.
Alright, so let's... Oh, hello. A Colonus knife. I have tried to find these relics. There are just so many of them, and they're all over the place. I've done a passable job, but I just couldn't keep it up. I will have to play this several more times in order to collect these. If I, even though she never went hunting, she did love her knife as her father given it to her in better days. Right, I remember finding the gold cup in the in the temple. So yeah, so part of the story being the not only the overthrowing of the civilization, but the invasion of the temple, which would have been quite sacrilegious and probably at least part of the source of this curse. So yeah, if you're gonna do crazy stuff like that, be ready to accept the consequences. I mean, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it, but better be willing to pay the price. So yeah. And it's not clear if we don't remember this, or if we're just not able to communicate it to our Nimbus friend here. But we don't have a voice; only he does. So we're either relearning it as a character, or just learning it for the first time as a player. Oh, this is lovely.
I still can't believe it. Kelotazi in dust and ashes. It used to be so beautiful. The pinnacle of Yamran architecture.
It's clear that
All
our...
my life I admired the minds behind those amazing structures. They could raise the most astonishing buildings out of nothing. I always wondered how they did it.
Well, given the social castes that are credible in some of the story of this game, I would expect a little bit of slave labor. It's probably not unlikely. Okay. So our little burrower buddies helping us get past this wall. It's probably nowhere special to get to, but literally passing under or through the solid stone. But let's go where we're expected to go. Alright. Can we... Yes, there we go. Oh, another memory campfire. Now... Oh, wow. That's how they built it. Some pretty funky engineering. None of which we have access to right now. Yes, well. Alright. Kind of wish I had my hummingbird form back. That'd be nice.
I didn't know the Yamrana were mining this far from Kelotazi. Look what they've done to these mountains. Do you think the mine collapsed during the riots?
Pretty sure these aren't solid in any meaningful sense. Nope. Very no. Okay, so it's interesting though. Looking down into the pool here, you can definitely see there are or were I don't know. You say patterns in the rock? I'm not entirely sure what I mean by that. Oh, hello. Kind of look under it by doing this. Not well though. I guess maybe go look through here? No, we've hit the edge of the world. Okay, okay, so that's a thing. That's alright. Let's, doggy paddle. I can't believe I haven't made that gag yet during the playthrough of this game. Let's make our way over to this far shore here. See if we can get some solid ground under us. Oh, there is a tunnel. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, hello.
Is there another tunnel somewhere?
All right. So we know about that. So, but before we get into that, oh, hello. Okay, I keep forgetting that. I think these flowers have occasionally indicated a path. So let's backtrack a bit here because we kind of swam all over. Not flowers, actually, little tiny mushrooms. Beginning to wonder whether or not there is a sort of a symbolic connection between the growth of the mushrooms and, I don't know, the path the spirits followed or the people followed before they died or something. It's not entirely clear to me, but one more thing. Let's go and check up here. Because, of course, there's a thing back in the corner here. What's a stone pyramid about? So many, look at that. So many things I missed that must have been somewhere. Somebody uses free time to carve this little pyramid. Nice. I did try to be diligent. You can remember, for those of you who have been following this particular series of mine since I started it, I spent an awful lot of time in one of those first areas being a hummingbird and literally going to every nook and cranny. And while I didn't mind doing that, arguably it's not that much fun as a stream because it yeah. Just looks like I'm backtracking. And while I may be personally intrigued, you can't see what's going through my mind. So I have decided to err on the side of be moderately thorough, but let's just have fun with the story. That's what I'm really here for, sharing a story with you all. Alright, so... Oh, look, there's like a gap up there, and it looks like it's an artificial one. See, if I don't look around, I miss stuff like that. Massive hammer. Which says... Very sturdy and large hammer. Surprise! Alright. Oh. Alright. Okay, couple of... Not really a couple of avenues, because I don't think I can get up and past this. No, I do have to go around. Okay. Or not. Right, all the way up and around this. There's the next campfire. I do like my open worlds, but every so often it's nice to have a game which
All that light.
has a very fixed
That must
point
be
to
the
it.
way out.
Just every once in a while. There we go. Well, we're used to this. We used scaling techniques to get into the temples at one point. Ooh, we're being chased. All right. They're not happy. We overthrew the kingdom and stormed the temple, and the Emperor's guards are not entirely pleased with what we have done. Alright, now we came in from there, so I'm guessing we're meant to go this way. Here's our little hedgehog buddies, which we may have to use to get through small gaps. Because I'm willing to bet we can't go there ourselves. No, we cannot. Okay. Taking a look around, seeing what we can spot. So cute when they fall asleep. All right. Okay. Anything up here? Behind the bushes? Yes. Okay, that's interesting. But then where does... Oh, well, that's troubling. Which way do we go? Well, we're going to go the way more concealed and see if this actually lends us to any interesting insights. I guess we can get into wolf form again. Whoa! Okay, that's back down the way we came, so that's what that means. Okay, so we're going to wander to the end here. Just take a look around. Let's head up the hill. There's our little buddy who helped us get over here. So I think we didn't really accomplish much because there is the other path. But it's good to do a little exploring, kind of get into the back country, as it were. See if we can spot any interesting collectibles and artifacts, and see if we can expose just a little more story. Now, I haven't been... Oh, hello. Hello. This is us escaping. I just want to check this upper plateau here on the right. Do a little backtracking here along this ridge. Really can't jump up that. Nope. Not a whole lot of anything. Okay, that's fine. We did what we had to. Let's make our way up the embankment here. Cross back over our path. So hang on. What's this glow? So that's the guys we just passed, but I just want to quickly boot it down here to this sort of glow. This was as we emerged. You know, so nothing special, it just... Okay. Nothing to see here. Move along, move along. Oh, that is stunningly beautiful. Alright, up we go towards the falls here. So clearly that's where we're meant to... Hello, cutscene. Now, what does this mean, do you think? You have any commentary, little Nimbus friend? Oh, hello. Okay. That's lovely. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of control here. Oh, there we go. A little bit more. Now, I want to hang on. Before I do anything else, I kind of want to find. I don't want to go back there, actually. I want to. Kind of lost track a little bit here. Not entirely sure where I came from. Okay, so now I've got my bearings a little bit. Is this where I came from? No. Okay, well, it's lovely flying around. Anyway, let's take it up to this ledge here. I have to admit, I do like games where I can fly. I find it quite pleasing. Yes, I realize I keep circling back to the same location here. All right, that's fine. So unless it was all the way up here. No. All right. Well, too bad, so sad. Let's see what we can discover with some flybys here. That was quite a breathtaking and lovely dive there. Oh, very lovely. Alright, well, I guess I'm just supposed to be navigating through this cavern. Trying to see if there's anything down below that's of importance for me to remark upon. I'm going to take a quick zip up here and arch over and then zoom back down and see if there's anything in the crevice. No. Alright. Well, that's the way it goes. This does have the feeling of being a lot more powerful. A lot more of a powerful bird than the hummingbird. Oh, hello. Now we're getting a lot more complicated environment to take a look at. Oh, bonk. Did not mean to do that. Swirl inside here. Swirl up to this thing. Oh, this is a longer tunnel. Alright, let's find out where this goes. All the way out and around to the other side. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that actually curls all the way around. Alright, so let's go up to the top of this. And you see on the right where there's that dropping waterfall. I'm going to go there in a second. You know what? It's funny. I'm not disappointed that there's nothing up here. I mean, it's nice when there's a little collectibles, but it's just... It feels like a place. Oh, hello. We're gonna go and visit you in just a minute. Hang on, I gotta get my bearings again. So we came out of that, and then we explored most of those entry and exit points. So let's quickly take a trip through here just to say that we've done it. Alright, and then we're going to go off to the left and zoom in and out of those areas, but there's another bird down here. And that cluster of birds, where did I see them? There. The legendary parrot. Alright. So I've only found 2 of 6 legendary animals, so I probably missed a bunch of stuff. Which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have found the legendary versions of some of the other animals. But, you know, more playthrough. Some later time. So let's quickly take a zip through here. Then up and to the left, doing an arch up here. Some minor clipping issues with the camera. This is going to be miserable to get all the camera work just right. That's okay, though. I'm pretty forgiving. It's clear this took a lot of effort. Alright, let's just zoom in and across here. I did notice that there was a section... Oh, hello. I think there's a bit of unfinished geo here. Now, that they should have fixed, because that should have been the easiest spot. But oh well. Again, not in any sense ruining the game for me. I'm not that picky. Can't help but analyze the game just a little bit. Anyway, for those coming into this who don't actually know, I used to develop games for a living, still kind of do indirectly, and so this stuff is sort of my bread and butter. Real indirectly nowadays, though. Alright. Let's go down. We're going to swing up and to the left into... Oh, hello, that's a big up and to the left. Until we get to... Well, that was not the opening I'd anticipated, but let's take a trip through it anyway.
Let's see if these tunnels lead anywhere. Can you fit through the slit in the rocks over there?
Well, that was an interesting hint. The short answer is maybe. Okay, so I came through that little nook. Alright, so let's slide back through here. We're going to go up and to the left to this other outcropping. Alright, and then up. Then up. I think we covered most of that. We did not cover the top surface of this outcropping yet, so here we go. A nice little zoomy across the back side of this, I guess. It's actually a big flat area up here. Yes, it is.
I've never seen so many birds in my life.
I just turn up the audio just a little bit so we can get
I
the
don't think I've
voices
ever been
across
to
on the
this place
stream.
before.
It's not clear how anybody would be able to get to this place before me, unless they too could turn into a bird, because this is quite a ways out here. So, taking a quick look around, we've covered all of those outcroppings. So we're gonna try to explore this one. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna stay on our left. Okay, we're gonna go left and spiral. Can we get that high? There's gotta be a cap to this. Yes, okay, so there is a cap to that. Okay, so we went through that side, came out this side, so let's come through here. See if there's anything in any of these nooks. And then through here. And up and over. That's that sort of thoroughly explored. And I think we can do this half. Up and over. Up and over. This is just, for me, this is just beautiful. This is just sort of serene peace to it in the guise of a game. Granted, a lot of people would find this not nearly enough gameplay to be meaningful as a game. To me, I don't care. Get stuffed. I'm enjoying myself. Whoa, got a little bit disoriented there. Right, heading the wrong way. So, a little bit of splash there. Oh, hello, what's up here? Can we get up here? Do, 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 do. Alright. Like, swoosh. Oh, check the streamers coming off the ends of my wings, the air streamers. Well, water streamers, maybe. You better believe I'm keeping my parrot form as long as I can. I just adore this. I do find it a little bit suspicious. Oops, come on, turn around. I do find it a little bit suspicious that I didn't find anything to collect in that cave, so I probably missed a little something, but no matter, here we are. All my little parody friends are coming to follow me, too. Ow. Okay, well. Can't win them all. Interesting that we got the... Oh, I wish I could remember the name for it. The rock statues and ukshooks, or at least this game's equivalent of them. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm terrible with my history and names and places of other people, but I keep trying a little bit. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is sort of an oasis. This is beautiful. What do we have here? More critters we could conceivably possess. I'm going to stay in my current form, just because I just adore flying. But just my own personal ballywick, if you like. Sudden change in music, and I'm a little bit nervous of Twitch going and stripping out my audio. So I'm going to take the music volume and cut it down just a little bit so it goes way into the background. Maybe even a little lower than that. I've already had them screw up at least a couple of my videos, which is unfortunate that they feel they have to do that. I guess they probably do. There we go. I think we'll cope with this. I'll keep talking over it a little bit. Anyway, the music has shifted, which is interesting. I'm kind of wondering if there's a story element here. An explicit one, but it doesn't appear to be. Fly down this valley and see if I can spot anything. Find anything in this building? Not really, huh? Interesting. Alright, well, let's swoop down to this valley. A little trouble gaining altitude. I think if you get too low, the way the direction works is based on the camera, and being too low kind of nerfs your ability to... Alright, shift button. Shift is directly up against camera. Kind of wish the bird had more like plane piloting controls. It doesn't though, but whatever. Not a serious concern. This is kind of fascinating. We got some standing stones here. You find in Britain and Scotland and several other cultures. Except these aren't really standing stones, are they? They look a little bit more like aqueducts. They've got grooves in the top. Okay, so an aqueduct system.
Of the ancients. And Machuruku. They were here before we were. People used to tell glorious tales of their achievements.
Please do tell.
I get to witness their legacy firsthand. We never dared to set foot in these deserts when we lived here. Too many have gone and never returned.
Okay, so I'm going to guess that heading straight out into the sandstorm is not where we're meant to go. Well, maybe we are, because we came out of that cavern there. Alright. Not sure. Let's just tuck in behind in the lee of this wall of rock. There's nothing else out here. So okay, time to go to the ruins. Let's go to the ruins. And in fact, let's take a swoop fairly low across this in case there's sort of a... Oh, look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? The stampedes of the buffalo. Alright, well, let's... circle around this to see what we can see. There is a way in. Okay. It turns out I can't actually land. So that's the downside. Unlike, yeah. And I can't hover, unlike the hummingbird. So, okay. So what have we got here? We've got one entrance, we've got two entrances. And then we've got up. So. Alright, up it is. I guess maybe we were meant to do this? I cannot imagine. Ooh, hello, all the way up. I'm not sure what that bought us, but let's look around. The buffalo running beneath us, that's lovely. Can we actually... So this is about as high as I can get. The up button doesn't really work here. I am kind of curious as to whether or not... No, as I get closer, I'm being forced further down. Implied wins, but also that means I can't get to those spires and towers at that, on top of that mountain, I don't think. Okay, so... Cannot return to Wolf here, you don't say. So what happens if I try to head out in this direction? What befalls me if I... This just got big and extremely open. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be out here. Okay, so it just turned me around. So maybe we can head for that gap in the rocks over there. The answer to that would be no. Alright. Let's go back and check out the tower a little bit more carefully. Okay. It's kind of funny. Souped right in and right back out. Alright. So if I got up here as a wolf, I would essentially be just stuck there. Alright, well let's turn back into a wolf, which is really sad for me because I really liked being the white parrot. No, I can't actually climb up that. Okay. Well, I mean, there's a lot of birds here, so it's not like I can't reclaim bird form when I need to. Not sure what I'm looking for, though. Maybe it is actually those mountains. Maybe I meant to fly up and over and back to them, but like land on the surface? Yeah, that's not it. Alright, well, anyone got some thoughts? Let's see if we can work this out. What am I missing? One thing I haven't done is actually become one of these buffalo to see if they have any specific investigative power. And, you know, why not ram stuff? Oh, 3 is, so of these special actions I can do, 3 is to, go into munchy mode. 1 is to bray, I guess. Is it? Oh, one of them is to rest. That's cute. Of course, you know what I'm going to attempt to try to do here. Not that I expect it'll actually work, but... Alright, let's see if we can knock down one of these things. Alright, well that totally works, but it doesn't actually necessarily tell us anything, right? Like, I don't really want to just destroy this stuff for destroying this stuff. That just seems kind of rude. Yes, I realize that's ironic given that I just said I was going to try to... Or that implied I was going to try to knock down the tower, but... Is there something in here that I missed? Doesn't really look like it. wonder... Well, okay, so if there's an aqueduct here, and there's a couple of oasis here, where does this aqueduct actually lead? Over to this watering hole in particular. These guys do not swim in water well. Okay, if I... No, I don't think I can ram that down. Oh, hello. I need to find a fish, I guess. How else am I meant to get under there? Seem to have abandoned my poor buffalo buddy. It's there. Does seem to be an entrance down there for whatever that's worth. I don't know if this is relevant to the story or not. Come on. It may not be a real tunnel, but I also can't think of where else to go here. Okay. I need to either find something that I need to knock down that is an important story point. Well, okay, so we did notice that one possible entrance in the mountainside. I really wish I knew what I was missing. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go get myself a, go possess one of the birds again, so at least I can cover more ground to get an aerial view of what's going on here. So peculiar. Yeah, so that's back the way I came, which is not really what I'm after. Beautiful. get a buffalo in here, and there doesn't appear to be anything in here that I need to destroy specifically. That's kind of a nice touch right there, I must say. Skimming across the water. Oh, and inside would have only led me to... Alright, let's take another quick peek from above here. Doesn't look like it would have led me into anything in particular anyway, but... Alright, I'm nicely stumped. It is lovely, though. Just for giggles, because I'm kind of... Yeah, okay. So we're not meant to go back. We're meant to stay in this area until we solve whatever it is we're supposed to be solving. Now, I do recall a very tiny clip of audio that was playing that I missed a chunk of, but it said something about, aside from his commentary about the ancients, it says something about a city. Also says something about the mountains, but I can't go into the mountains, so... Only place I can think of going, okay, is through that gap, and maybe I can get through that gap when I'm not a bird. Maybe I have to be a bison to have enough mass to be able to push through the sand. Let's work on this premise. It's not really what I wanted to do. No, I can get about this far, and then it becomes really hard to push any further forward. Which suggests to me I'm really not meant to be going that way, especially given all the sandstorm that's just about to envelop me and whisk me away. Yeah, I can't actually knock it, the big thing down, but I wonder if there... Can I actually get in here as a... No, no chance. Okay, so... Yeah, probably shouldn't put me on any archaeological preservation teams. Mostly I'm just trying to think what to do next. Alright, I'll bite. Hmm. It's the first time in this game, I have to admit, where I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. The only place I can think of that even looks remotely go to the next location was the tunnel into that side of that mountain, except it's really only into the tower, and it doesn't look like it goes anywhere important. Well, I am going to... get myself a new mug of Coke Zero and wah! See if I can think my way around this. There's just nothing here. Or at least nothing really obviously here, and it's not clear that I have any special powers that I can use. Like ramming things down doesn't appear to buy me anything here. Let's go back to the tower as a wolf. What am I missing? I can't actually get up there as a wolf. I can't get up to that ledge. The quote stairs unquote are too steep. So maybe it was meant to be walked by a human, but then they would only ever be able to get up to that first level anyway, and there's nothing up there. Alright, so I'm going to go get myself a little bit of liquid because I need to figure out what the next step is. And it's not entirely clear to me. There's just nothing. What am I missing? Okay, time to get back into bird form and scour even more deeply. See if there's a place that I haven't gotten to. I mean, I suppose it's conceivable that the very act of only being in a bird body is what's hampering me, and that's possible. Not really clear why that would be, though. Alright, so give me a few seconds, and let me see, I should probably throw up a notepad thing here. We'll be back shortly. Grabbing beverages. Alright, so throw that up in the corner, go into OBS. Do I have my notepad? Window notepad. Hey, look at that. It actually showed up on stream. All right, so I like that better as a quick and dirty little overlay than anything more complicated, and I like it better than going to a completely different screen. And cheap win, right? All right, I'll be back in a few seconds. Well, minutes. And we're back. So let's kill the notepad window thingy there, and get right back into it because okay. So let's try to reason this out. I don't know if we can reason this out, but really nice oasis. But I can't go underwater with this bird. There is a hum coming off this thing. I'm not sure what that means. If anything. That up there is the only interesting thing to me on the horizon. This seems to be aimed a particular way, like coming up from here. Looking behind me. We are heading mostly away from it. Okay. And that is kind of in line with this crevice, if you want to look at it that way. But there's like nothing down here, it just sort of ends. And then there's the ceiling. Now, looking at it from a bird's eye view, I think it's pretty clear that what we have here Alright, if I were to guess, I would say that water at one point surrounded this, except we know that some of the aqueduct leads off into the distance there. So maybe at one point an aqueduct carried water across this. But then the aqueduct got destroyed or fell into disrepair, and so the water sort of pooled around this. Oh, I accidentally changed birds. That's all right. Well, diving into the water didn't do any good. I'm missing something super obvious, and I may actually have to resort to a walkthrough to get past it because I'm taking way too long on this stream. And I'm missing something. It's one of those things that... once I see the answer, it'll probably be obvious, but... I'm pretty sure if I go any direction up here long enough, like if I just fly this way for a ways, all I'm gonna do is hit the wall of wind, and that's just game over. Alright. Alright, we have to call it at some point where I'm just not figuring it out. And so, sad as it is, let's see if we can find... I don't really want a video description, I just want a textual hint so that I can ignore as much of it as possible without searching. So... yeah, a lot of this is going to be streams and videos, that's not what I want. Starting to get even more slightly nervous about the music than before, so I'm just going to turn the music off entirely. Yeah. So it could be that the music of the game is going to get stripped out for all the commentary I've done in the last little while since I sort of came out into the plains here. In case this is the first commentary that's unstripped, hi, I'm stuck, I don't know what I'm doing. And so I'm checking around the environment to, yeah, see. It doesn't really matter which way I go out into here. Alright, I may be down to looking at a video to find out. How very sad. So, let's look up Lost Ember. And of course, I'm subject to fricking YouTube ads. Alright, so I've been to that bit. I've been through all of that. I have been to that bit, I think. Alright, I'm in the right ballpark in the video. What am I missing? Alright. So I tried to get an eyeball on as little as I needed to in order to figure out where to go from here. But I mean, it turns out I was kind of right in the sense that, like, there's an aqueduct path, and it looks like I meant to follow it. Let's try to stay on the straight and narrow, as it were. Except clearly not, right? Because... So, literally following this video along, this is a little bit strange to me, so... So, the dialogue said, I think use Towers of the Ancients, the Machuruku. So we're basically meant to head... People used to tell glorious tales of these achievements. I can't believe I get to witness their legacy firsthand. And the problem is I'm flying this direction. I think this might be bugged or something because... I am not seeing the next stage of this. So we had Chapter 5 Wayla. We headed out towards the main tower here, so let's just take that trip back to the tower. The landscape doesn't look right, so unless I missed a trigger, because the walkthrough in question is saying the same dialogue in text form, because I didn't want to have it like spewing out audio into my stream. In text form, said, look at those towers. I can't believe these we get to witness their legacy firsthand. And what they are doing is heading along this trail here, but that big mountain wall isn't there. Just on the other side of this, that wall of mountain isn't supposed to be there. Okay, so maybe I hit a bugged game here, but let's start out in Wayla again. Because maybe the reason why I've gotten trapped here is just because I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. So Chapter 5 Wayla. So I'm going to do more or less what the video did when it was doing its thing. So we come out of there. We come to the top of this. There! You see that? That is different. That is way different. Okay. So, there you go. I mean, I'm not going to edit this out of the stream or anything if I throw this up on YouTube, because I just don't have the time to do that kind of video editing. But I would cut that whole thing out. I got trapped by a bug. Because I was making comments on the aqueduct at all times, and I followed the path back and forth and tried to make speculations.
I think those are the towers of the ancients. The Machuruku. They were here before we were. People used to tell glorious tales of their achievements.
Only thing that I did differently was I actually
get to witness their legacy firsthand.
I actually went inside.
We never dared to set foot in these deserts when we lived here. Too many have gone and never returned.
I already picked up the thing that was in here. And I went up and out of the top of this. So I was trying to sort of thoroughly explore. But that is entirely different. Alright, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because I wasted a lot of time on this level because of a bug. But that's... You know, games aren't perfect. It's just a little bit more frustrating because I was on stream when it happened. But let's just, let's now go and do this thing. Because check this out. By the time I got to about this oasis, I'm pretty sure this... Yeah, this is the underwater building that was partially leaned up against the mountain. So this is where the mountain edge was. I don't think... Is it? Oh, and look. It was even hiding a thing that I could pick up. So let's see if I can do that.
That odd mountain. That's where we need to go.
Oh, no, I totally agree that's where we need to go. Alright, and so, yeah, I'm sort of off to the side here. Oh, that's just really annoying, because off to the side here is that valley that we proceeded under, which was also ran up against the mountain pretty hard. Okay, so hang on. Let's get our bearings here. So the aqueduct is leading off into the distance there. So we're no longer meant to follow the aqueduct. What we're meant to follow... Oh, hello. Three of 6 legendary animals. I'll take it. I do kind of want to get back into a bird form, but just so that I just can say I discovered it. Fact. Any chance we can recover our bird pal, or is our bird pal gone too far away? No, I don't think I'm getting my bird form back. At least not without racing all the way back to where all the birds are, but there we go. That's clearly what we were kind of meant to do. I don't know where that goes, but I am kind of curious. Okay. Oh, let's look up and over. Oh, wow. Alright, well, let's do a reveal here. Glad we got the story back on track.
Another fire. If that's you and your people again, you really don't know how to cover your tracks. Of course it's everyone is meant to see this. Unless that's what you were counting on.
Okay, so we are actually meant to go on to the next section as a fish, at least getting over that ledge, because I don't think there's any way for me to... Oh boy, howdy, I wish I had my bird form. I would love to do this in bird form. You know what? It is my favorite form, and I don't really want to do... I really don't want to race down the waterway as a fish. As amusing as the shoot drop is, I don't get to see as much when I do that. So, we have discovered the legendary buffalo. Oh, it's a long way back to get a bird. Oh well. That's me. No! Uh-oh. I think it's bugged out on me. I've gotten to a point where I'm far enough away that when it tries to deposit me back in a place, yeah, it's bugged out on me. Alright, well that's slightly irritating, but that's okay. We'll just do a restart checkpoint. might not be possible for me to get a bird form, which is annoying, but such as it is. No, okay, so what I am meant to do is to get a fish form. Ha. So, yes, I could have done the fish thing all the way down the sluice gates. But I kind of want to look around. Oh, look, there are birds off in the distance so that I can take that over. That's nice. And actually, let me work on doing exactly that so that I can get a nice aerial view of this and I can cut down on the time that I'm spending goofing off in wolf form. Can I get my birds? Can you let me get my birds? These are all fishies. I don't really want to be a fish. Definitely not making this easy on me, are you? Now, I came out at that exit, but I'm kind of curious as to where the other exits go, right? So, come on, birds. Where are you? You're actually way the heck over here, so... Ah! Alright. Can I even get up there? Is that a thing? Yeah, actually, it might be a thing if I go all the way back up here. They're making it really difficult for me to go where I want to go rather than where it wants me to go. Darn you. Really difficult to scale anything in this game. At this point, I'm even happily interested in turning into a fish, just that I can do stuff like that, right? There we go. well, drat. It's going to make it increasingly difficult to get back there. It's like, I don't want to poke around up there, if I'm honest. Okay, this is getting increasingly tricky to do in any way other than being a fish. So where's my fishy friends? Hey, buddy. Oh, you are painfully slow, but you're super cute. Okay. Here we go. I want to be you guys. Darn it. There we go. I shall not be denied. All right, so let's go take a look at stuff that we might have missed on our way down here, which probably, you know, isn't a lot, but no idea why that fish managed to come with us, but that's okay. All right, so hey, take a look at that. I did kind of miss this other tower. Wow, there's a lot of neat stuff going on up here. Lots of different sluice channels too, so... Alright, so it's not letting me load back into that area, so it actually did assume that I was going to come down through this sluice gate and then just end up in that next section without sort of poking my nose around. So it's a little unfortunate because I would have liked to have known sort of what was up that channel, if anything, or up that channel, but I think it's cutting me off from that because I've just gone too far, like too far down downrange. So that's fine. But I am still going to take a quick poke around here to see. Probably nothing up here. Check that out, though. A couple of different paths that led into that sluice channel, and there's also this other one that you would not normally get to through sort of traditional means, because you would have had to have literally because I don't think either of these channels you can get to from by way of the original entry point, except maybe way up at the top perhaps. But then if you came down through here, where would you end up? Well, in any case, ooh, up. painted turtle shell up on the one of the nooks up here, which you'd never get to unless you did manage to get yourself into bird form, I expect. Now this is the path that I took down, I think. And the trick is, can I slow down enough here to be able to trigger this memory?
Guess we should try and get behind that barrier.
No, which means I have to give up being a bird in order to figure out what this memory is. Fortunately, I can get that bird back.
Are these graves? This is horrible. There must be hundreds of bodies. Maybe thousands. Are these Machiruku? What happened here?
It's a good question. How old are they? Are they a part of my escape, or are they part of like a much more ancient history?
You made another fire.
Okay.
You really did want them to see this, didn't you? Were you leading them somewhere?
That's an interesting claim. Like, observation, I guess. Go. Keep an eye on the water too, though, because there might be artifacts down there that I'm missing by being up here. It's the one downside to being in bird form. Although, alright, so check that action out. We definitely have a new wall to go through, so new chapter. So before we do that, let's take one more scan at the upper reaches here. Alright, let's do the thing. Julie, do the thing! There we go. Okay. Oh, lovely. Elephants. Which apparently I can occupy, so it probably means I'm going to have to occupy them. Although maybe not. Alright, don't think I want to get that far off that beaten path, but... I have the suspicion I'm meant to follow the elephant migration going on here.
Let's follow those elephants and see where they're heading.
I fully agree. Might have to become a fish to do this next bit. Because I don't see a way up and out, so... And let's not try to... I'm not going to worry about the mushroom. Let's not try to cheat and stay a wolf, because that could get me caught in a wacky spot. Alright, let's become a fish again. So one thing fish are surprisingly good at in this game is jumping. Anything along the very edges of the path here? Little caves and the like? It doesn't look like it. No nooks and crannies unexplored. Well, that's probably not true, but we do what we can, right?
Oh no. A sandstorm. Wolf, run!
Okay. little loud. Oh, that's several kinds of not good. Seem to be trapped.
Follow the memory traces. We're going where they went. Look at these buildings. The Machiruka never would have thought. This is unbelievable. These buildings are massive. I always wondered what happened to the Machiruku.
Okay.
I never would have thought I'd set foot in an actual Machiruku city. This is unbelievable. These buildings are massive. I always wondered what happened to the Machiruku.
What if our turtle pals can muscle past the bamboo? You guys are ridiculously slow. Well, even if there is a point to them, I'm not waiting around on stream to move it like inches an hour just to... Alright, well, it's not an eagle, it's still something. We get up and into this little section here. Looks like it. inside that back section there. All right. Oh, that's super cute. Jump sort of has a roll to it. They really wanted me. They were not
They
happy.
got to you. No, they're holding the soldiers back so you can escape.
I have a dedicated bunch of people trying to help me out here. I guess if you're working with a bunch of people you trust to help overthrow a tyrannical government. Boy, this has just a slightest hint of being a little too close to modern day politics, and not politics I would particularly agree with in the real world. Alright. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to glide down using... Alright. There's nothing at my level that I need to be aware of. Might be stuff down in the water. Alright, well, if we have to be in the water anyway, let's go take a quick look back through here to see if there's anything interesting. Not too terribly much. Oh, yeah, hello. Alright, clearly the way I was meant to come. Yeah, alright. Oh, hello though. What was back here? Does this just go out and around? Yes, I guess it does. So this just goes out and around and back and then just connects up to that, so that's fine. Oh, come on. Fine, let's just let you back in there. Let's just go find... Did we scare away the birds? I am annoyed. Oh well. Oh, got a relic out of that anyway. A friendly cube, really? Lots of fun little Easter eggs in this game. Okay. I mean, sure, why not? I presume this is going to give me lots and lots of leapy powers, but... Okay. Interesting. You know I have to go take a look over here to see if there's anything. Don't think there is, and I don't think that's something I can actually leap up, but no. But I have to go take a look. Anyway. Alright, I could be in goat form for a while.
Is he stuck?
Poor little guy.
You always were good with animals, weren't you?
Well, you know, I wasn't going to say, but...
Oh no.
That's potentially not good. Are you going to understand that I wasn't going to hurt your pup? So it would be kind of remarkable, but that's good.
Seems you made a friend.
Okay, probably only a few spots I can use that jumping power. Oh. Yeah, but and I can't actually go down there, so it's not actually letting me. But it is letting me crawl up the sides of stuff. So that's interesting. That's the mechanic they're going with here is... Wow. Alright, well, Goats can ram down stuff like buffalo if you're fast enough. Oh, so this could probably run up against those. Yeah, okay. Before I do that, though, because this is seeming like this is actually a primary way to go. But that's also a way to go. So what way do I really want to go? So that's going to get me all the way down there and across to that. So before I do that, I actually want to try doing maybe this. No, it didn't let me do that. Is it going to let me do anything sensible along here? No. Really weird place to tell me about ramming stuff then, because... Alright, well... Alright, well, it turns out then that there is only one way to go, and that's kind of this way, so...
Remarkable. It must have taken ages to build this.
But unfortunately, I
These
can't...
people built even more ambitious than we did. It seems they weren't quite able to finish it. What do you think happened?
First time I've had to do quick time events like that. Oh, help. Alright, well now that we've got this power, I'm going to go and reinvestigate what's going on here. So, wow, did kind of cave in nice chunks of rock there, didn't I? Unfortunately, I can't reveal while in that form. It's just not practical. So,
What are they doing? But your little friend.
okay.
Look,
Hello, little guy. Oh.
Poor thing. Look at you two.
Pretty good chance I'm going to have to put this down fairly shortly, but we are rapidly approaching sort of a transition of story, I think. So that's cool. Alright, so let's... take a quick poke around. Now this should lead down to the... Oh, hello. Not what I expected, but alright. Transport system for stones. Alright. What does that even mean? Oh, I see. Like a pulley. That's cool. So that's leading down and onwards, but kind of want to get up there. Huh. Now that's the trick, isn't it? How do I actually get up there? I might need birds again, but the birds are... Where are the birds? Really? I mean, can we not find... Okay, I really want to get up there. Alright, we need to find some birds. Not even letting me back up there. That's slightly irritating. Okay, well. Okay, I guess we don't. Opportunity lost. Should have done that when I had the bird earlier, so. Ooh, well, you know where I have to go eventually there, so. I can't help but feel like I've missed at least one legendary animal earlier on in the game. hammer. Can I get up here? Is there a point to me getting up here? Not really. Alright. Whoa! Alright, let's not do that again. Oh, me and my friend. Little puppers. I think I can get all the way up there. Where am I meant to go at this point? Oh, maybe up that. Okay. No. Okay, so there's that. Okay. I think I will call my little friend Pip. So cute. Trying to make sure there's no little nooks and crannies that I can take these guys into, and there might very well be hidden in some more obscure corners, but alright. So a couple of my friends want to drag me off into Phasmophobia, which no, I will not be streaming because I don't stream my friends. At least I haven't sort of, asked permission to work that out. So I'm going to be finishing us off at the next sort of chapter moment, at least for the evening. And then we're going to go scare ourselves silly trying to figure out what spooks are bugging us. This is a delightful game of intrigue and horror and deduction. Oh wow. All right. Well, this is big. Interesting. Slight variation in the footprints it's leaving. Moving a little too fast for me to tell if there's a pattern to it, but This is a long ridge. This is a really long ridge. Hitting edge of the world type walls there. That took me a pretty wide run, and I'm not entirely sure where I came from now. Guess I'll find out if I encounter my own footprints. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? It's not really clear to me. I guess so, with the icicles that I haven't broken through yet. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, well, we're clearly going the right way-ish. Oh, up here. Right, up here and then over the lip. Boy, where did you have to go to escape here? Oh, no, no, I don't want to give up the goat. Oh, that makes me sad. Alright. Kind of do have to find a new checkpoint, though. Okay, that's the side of a cliff I'm apparently not supposed to go down, but there's a tower over there, or at least a pillar of rock. So maybe down this area. Let's hang a left. Alright, so this is looking more useful. Oh, that's less useful. I actually came just back up and around. Alright, let's try to do this a little bit better this time then. Alright, so come through here. Alright. I'll stick to the archway paths for the moment unless I see something particularly engrossing. Oh, there's our little buddy. Little Pip. And now we have a cutscene. So, following the cutscene, Chapter 6, Temple of the Sun. So there's a relatively good chance next time I pick this up, which could be as early as tomorrow. I feel like it's one of those weekends. And so, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful little adventure. And I'm going to keep this sweet and short by saying I will see you in the next stream.